I bet you've never seen this car on the road before, and probably for a good reason. This is a 1997 Cadillac Eldorado. This is the 12th generation and the last generation of the Eldorado line that Cadillac ever made. This car has a Northstar 4.6 liter V8, and to put it nicely, it is very, very, very complicated to work on. This would probably be like a masochist's wet dream. Like their dream car is just horrible just to work on. But wait, let me just show you something real quick. This beast not just has one big manual, but it has two service manuals. But enough complaining about the car. I mean, I've been dogging it for like the past 50 seconds already. If you don't know me, I'm Marcos. I'm 18 and I have a slight engineering background, but there's one little problem. I have no idea what I'm doing. When it comes to cars, I haven't really touched one, and I've definitely never worked on one. So this is definitely a first for me. Anyways, I want to talk about a couple objectives. And the first and main objective that I want to get out there is that obviously we want to get the car running, but it might be a while before I do that because that engine needs a lot of care. One of the few things I want to do is bulletproofing the engine, which sounds like crazy. You think bulletproofing is like, you shoot it, it doesn't break. No, there's a kit that you have to replace the head bolts for the engine because the screws are very thin and the aluminum engine like breaks after a while because the threading is so thin it just snaps. Depending on how bad it is, we also have to reseal the oil pan and maybe the crankshaft because the seals that they have on the motor for the Northstar, it's not the best done, if that made sense. They could have done a better job. GM, get your together. Anyways, the reason why we want to do this is because, first of all, leaking oil is not fun for anyone. Second reason, when oil drops onto something hot, it starts burning, and with that car, you can smell, well, I think with any car, you can smell the burning oil, and it smells like shit, like absolute shit, like stinky poo poo. So we don't want that, unless we add those like little like trees, the black ice. Just kidding. But speaking about oil, we also have to clean the oil pan and the gas tank because they could have residue and like debris and all that inside these containers. You can say that, containers. Yeah, they're containers, and these need to be cleaned because if not, they build up. It goes into the tubes, and next thing you know, you have a blockage. Fluids. This lady needs fluids. What can I say? Second objective, we need to clean the car. That car is pretty dirty and it needs a little bit of paint. I'm not gonna lie, there's some paint that's chipping, so we definitely need to do that. For the paint, I don't think of doing anything crazy. Just a little, refresh. That's about it. I don't want to change the whole car either. The third objective is to restore things that might not be working. Like there's a sunglasses compartment that doesn't close because it's actually broken where it holds the thing. And there's also the trunk, which we definitely need to look into. It doesn't close. Now, we don't know if it's something mechanical or if something the previous owner did, but it doesn't close. So we need to figure that out. You're gonna see it later in the video. We've been just taping it and putting jugs on it so it doesn't open. But that's enough talking. let's actually get to work and I can show you what I'm talking about. Very windy day today, but as you can see here, I've already started on it. I've taken off the manifold. I've taken off the wiring for the ignition. I've been trying to take off this over here. That's the, I want to say the AC unit. I've been trying to take this off, but it's actually stuck on here. So you might have to pull out the whole engine. Okay, we're in the back of the car now, and so far we have it taped up because the trunk doesn't actually close. For now we just taped it. We believe it's just like we just taped it up because... Hey, Future Marcos here. I know this audio is gonna be really windy, so I just, you know, cut out the audio so you guys can hear what I'm actually saying. But essentially what I said was, in the trunk we have a lot of parts in, right? We have the radiator and the spark plugs and the manifold and the torque struts and the etc, etc, etc. And I pretty much yapped about that. So I have to look for here and see how we can remove the engine.
The engine, you say? Oh yeah.
No, estoy mirando aquí. We have to remove it from the top because removing it from the bottom is just...
Yeah, but look at remove it completely.
Sí.
Esto sería lo mejor que podríamos hacer.
Sí.
Bajarlo ahí en el garaje y hacer todo el trabajo dentro del garaje.
¿Qué te está diciendo? Quitar todo. Pero queremos quitar
el engine completo.
Sí. A ver, 97 engine replacement.
Porque este es quitarle la transmisión.
Sí.
Bueno, déjame entonces tirar una ojeada.
So we decided on moving the car into the inside because we actually have a winch inside the garage. Okay. I'm having lunch though. Okay. So we're planning to move the car in here, and we actually have a winch right over here. So we're gonna probably bring in the car. We're gonna move this towards the middle, and we're gonna have the car here in this spot, so we can lift the engine from the top. But before we do any of that, right, we have to clean up this. We have to move this, and we have to move that table from there. That way we can actually get the car in halfway and remove the engine. Before I actually go in, I might take this thing off just so we don't have to worry about it later. Like when we go in and we just take out the engine, that's it. I mean, I don't feel like there's a point in doing it later, especially since there's so many things in there. So I think I'm gonna take this off, but yeah, call it a day. We just figured something out. By we, I mean me. So we don't have to remove this. We just have to remove this and this, and the same on the other side. And we did move everything from here. We just moved it all the way to this side, so we can actually get the car in, so we don't have to worry about any of that. Okay, you can see me, right? So we're back. Before we take the car in, we're gonna remove this. La cámara.
Entonces, lo levantamos. Uno por un lado y otro por otro. Coge tu anillo. Ay, ¿está bien?
Ok. Tú agarras de este lado y...
Ajá. A ver si puedo.
Cógelo de aquí.
¿Eh?
Ah. Si quieres, cógelo de aquí, cógelo de aquí. Yo lo cojo de aquí.
Es lo mismo.
Sí, pero va a ser más
Hay
fácil.
que
para
cogerlo por aquí. ¿Ves?
ti. Ok.
Está filoso, ten cuidado. Ten cuidado. No importa. Pero ten cuidado porque el borde está afilado. Te corta los dedos.
Cuidado. Cógelo de adelante, cógelo de adelante. Ok.
Espérate.
Ven.
Cuidado mi carro. Bájalo. Ay, coño.
What we're planning to do is
¿Eh?
we move the car out, right? And we turn it so we can actually get into the garage. And we're probably gonna do that with the truck. So we're probably gonna have something like soft in the back, and we just push it with the truck in while someone is steering. Hopefully, we don't cause more damage to the car. Okay, so you're gonna see now that we're just gonna push the car in. Alright, I think we're gonna call it a day here. We did a lot. I mean, not on the car specifically, but we did get it in here, which is great because next time I do work on it, we can raise it. We have that thing over there, if you see it. That. So we can raise the engine from the car and actually work on it. So that's great.